AI is heading towards specialization. This new model, FunctionGemma from Google, is one manifestation of that. This model is a brand new lightweight open model from Google that's specifically built for tool use. This isn't your typical chat model. It's designed as a foundation for creating your own specialized agents that can translate natural language into structured function calls. This model is based on Gemma 3 architecture with just 270 million parameter, and this is what we are going to install on our local system. And then I will also be showing how you can do function calling with natural language text with it. We will also be checking its architecture and some bits on training set. This is Fahad Mirza and I welcome you to the channel. Please like the video and subscribe and consider becoming a member as that helps a lot. Also, please follow me on X if you're looking for AI updates without any hype. So let's get started on the installation side and then we will be talking through this model too. I am going to use this Ubuntu system. I have one GPU card, NVIDIA RTX A6000 with 48 GB of VRAM. If you're looking to rent a GPU on very affordable price, you can find the link to Mass Compute in video's description with a discount coupon code of 50% for a range of GPUs. So please do check them out. Okay, let's go back to our terminal where you can see that I have just created a virtual environment with Conda, and now I am going to install the torch and transformers, which are the components needed, and then I'm going to launch my Jupyter notebook. So as it installs these things, let's talk a bit more around this model. So as I said, the model is based on Gemma 3 architecture with just 270 million parameter. Google built it using the same cutting-edge research and tech that powers their massive Gemini models. But they have specially trained it on function calling tasks. The architecture, a very simple one, a decoder-only transformer, but it also uses a chat format optimized for this purpose. You can run it on laptops, desktop, or even edge devices with limited resources. What makes FunctionGemma shine is how well it performs after fine-tuning on specific tasks. Google showcased this with two cool demos in their AI Edge Gallery app, which you can also check out on Google's cloud in their model garden. Also, I think the best thing around is that despite of its very small size, it supports a 32K token context for inputs and outputs. It was trained on 6 trillion tokens up to August 2024, and the dataset includes public APIs and tons of tool use interactions like prompts, calls, and a lot of other things. And the model is quite safe as Google has used its responsible generative AI toolkit. And if you're looking to further fine tune it, it also encourages you to go the same way. And everything is installed. Let me launch my Jupyter notebook. Okay, let's download the model now. And the model is very lightweight, as you can see. It's just 536 meg. And the model is downloaded. Now let me show you how to get this model in action. So as is the case with function calling, first we need to define the schema. If you don't know what function calling is, in simple words, function calling is a feature in AI that allows the models to go beyond just generating text and instead produce structured outputs to trigger specific actions or tools. When you provide a model with a defined function schema, like one in front of you that gets the weather, it can recognize when a user's question requires that function. And rather than guessing the answer, it outputs a precise machine readable call with the needed parameters. And this enables building smart agents that connect language understanding to real world actions like fetching data from APIs, controlling devices, or even running code, all in a safe and structured way. If you look at this code, our code is setting up and running FunctionGemma to handle a simple weather query. This is a defined JSON schema for a function call, which is get current temperature, that takes a required location parameter. And we have also defined all the parameters. This is a name, this is a description, and then it creates a message, which let me put it here. So this is a message, and this message primarily is coming with a special developer role prompt, and you must give it. If you want to use FunctionGemma for tool call, you have to define this role with this prompt, because this activates the model's function calling mode, and this is our question. So what happens is user just asks this in a natural language question. The processor formats this input with function schema, and this is the function schema which we have defined, and then model sees, okay, this matches the description and the function name and everything with our natural language query, and then it gives you a function call. Now this is a very important point. So you see here, the model hasn't actually called any function. All it has done, it has created the function call, which you would need to call from your code. So it's a structured function call, which you can see that it is telling our code exactly what function to run and with what argument, and in this case London. So this London has been put it into this schema, and then it has generated the structured function call, and you can simply go and call your function accordingly from your code. And you might have hundreds of thousands of functions calling external APIs or external data sources, and the model is going to call it for you. A model is going to generate the function call, and your code would be going to call it for you. And now let me show you a quick real world example where not only model is going to generate a function call, but our code is going to execute it. And this is the code. Let me walk you through it. I'll just go up. So I'm just importing some of the libraries. Then I have just defined this a database. Of course, you can just have your own database where you can do the SQL queries. This is the function which we are going to call. This is actual function, which is checking the product ID in the inventory. This is our function schema, as I explained earlier, with the function name and the parameters. This is again the same query which triggers the model function calling. My query is check the stock for product laptop 00 fun. Then again the same chat template, tokenizer is giving it to the model is generating the output. We are matching it with, this is where we are doing the actual function call after it is generated by the model here. And this is where we are calling the function and printing the result. I'm also going to check out my VRAM consumption. So it is just consuming 848, but I will also run it and we will check it out. And you see, it just consumes 848 meg. It's very small model. Not only that, this is a function call it has generated, which is perfectly fine. This is a laptop 001, and this is the function result. This function was called, and this is the result. So this is how you do the function calling with this model, and this is not an instruction tuned general model. This is just for the function call, and as I mentioned earlier, it is optimized for getting tuned on your own function calling. That's it. Let me know what do you think about this model. Please like the video and subscribe, and consider becoming a member, and please follow me on X, as that helps. Thank you for all the support.